What's poppin', Rob Television? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. As you can see by the title, man, I'm back with another Wilt Chamberlain reaction video. Now, this video was highly requested by two people. I'm so sorry for the first request. This video was requested a while back. I just recently went through a lot of my comments to catch some of the reactions that you guys requested, and I found this one. But see, I'm doing it on a bootleg way because I couldn't remember the name. So shout out to my man Maxime Reeser. He was the most recently who commented, and my man Jigo Chigo for requesting this video. So basically, as you can see by the title, man, this is Wilt Chamberlain GOAT. They said that they get a little bit more deep in detail with the highlights and the commentary, so I'm interested to see how this video can turn out. But before we get into this video, man, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. Oh, that's a lot of words. Let's check it out. Nobody roots for Goliath. Wilt Chamberlain. Like, that's big facts, though. Everybody always root for the underdog.
Goliath. It is the nature of humankind to fear what they do not understand.
It's about a giant, 7 feet, 1 inch tall, and as athletic as any man who ever walked the earth. You try guarding that on a basketball court sometime.
Jimmy Breslin wrote a famous article that was in the Saturday Evening Post. How many people in any sport has that been said, that the person is going to destroy the game?
There's always some amazing number attached to him. You know, 100 points, 50 points a game, on a team winning 33 straight games. It's almost like you imagine him going home at night and thinking, what next? What would be a good number? And then he'd go out and do it.
He never fouled out of a professional basketball game in his entire career.
On the 55 rebound game, how about that? Against Bill Russell.
55.
He played a game against the Detroit Pistons. He blocked 26 shots. It's not possible for any human.
I'm not gonna, I know I say this every video, but I'm not gonna keep pausing, but bro, 55 rebounds, 26 block shots, man, those are video game numbers this dude was putting up, man. That is just insane.
For any human being to do the kinds of things that he was able to do.
People sneered and say, all right, big guy, you got an advantage, all you do is score. He said, I'll lead the league in assists next year. How's that? Led the league in assists. Wilt could do whatever he wanted to on the basketball court. Strong, palmed a bowling ball, a 16-pound bowling ball. Didn't put his fingers in the sockets and the holes, palmed it like that, held it out.
In an 80-game season, he played 79 complete games. He missed 8 minutes of one game because it got thrown out. Other than that, he played every moment of every one of those games.
That was inconceivable to us. How the hell do you stay so strong all season? How do you avoid fouling out? How do you take a beating every night with guys pushing you, punching you, grabbing you, and come back the next night fresh as a daisy? How the hell do you do this, Wilt?
Just one game, 48 minutes a game is really enough, you said, but playing a whole season, 48 minutes a game? I mean, when I look back in retrospect, I said, what were they doing to me? Jesus, there must have been some time when I could have gotten arrested.
I know you did a 4.4 and a 40-yard dash.
Yeah,
you were a
right.
sprinter.
Yeah.
I know Jim Brown has wanted to race you.
Jim is the most competitive man that I've ever met. And not only is he is competitive, he's very apt at doing most things better than most people. Jim, though, did find it very hard to believe that someone of my size could outrun him at what he was supposed to be very good at doing. And he would forever challenge me in races of 40-yard dashes. You know, we'd go out there and do it. I'd go out there and run Jim, beat him, and people would be watching me come back. It would be dark. He says, well, it was close. It was like a tie. I said, come on. Yeah,
Could never admit it, huh?
No, he had a hard time. Even today, he has a hard time admitting it. My thing I like was to challenge guys who were smaller, guys who were supposed to be quicker, because I think subconsciously I was trying to prove to people it wasn't just my height that was getting me across in these various sports. It was some other intrinsic things that I had, some other properties that I had that made me a good athlete.
200 fingertip push-ups, then stood up.
I'm a guy bench pressing around 600 pounds. I was at my best.
600 pounds?
600 pounds.
£800 load. This man was a freak of nature, bro.
Lenny Wilkins cast off a shot that appeared to be 3 feet above the basket, and Wilt jumped up and caught this ball with one hand. The referee called goaltending, and I hollered at him, "How could you call that goaltending?" And he says, "Guy, what I just saw is not humanly possible."
He went to Bill Easton, the track coach, one time and said, "Coach, I'd like to enter in the high jump." And Bill said, "Well, Wilt," he said, you haven't even practiced." He said, "How could you possibly compete?" And he said, "Well, just give me a chance." Wilt won the Big 7 high jump championship with no practice at all.
Everybody was talking about Chamberlain, this big guy. So I went over to scout the game, and I actually saw this, and I think to this day people don't believe it. But he wasn't at the top of the circle, but he was about 3 steps behind it on a free throw, and he ran to the free throw line, took off, and dunked the ball.
He was so great that no matter what he did, people never accepted him as being enough.
If you win, everybody says, "Well, look at him, he's that big." If you lose, it's, "How can he lose a guy that size?"
What the Celtics had going has never been duplicated in professional sports. I mean, Wilt, he never had a chance.
I can't tell you how many times I watched him go up for a dunk, and someone would put their hand within the cylinder trying to block his shot, and Wilt would let up because he knew he could break the man's arm.
He came to the gym and he would do a tricep extension. The big guys, the strongest guys, would do, let's say, 120 pounds, let's say. He would come and he would do 150, 170 pounds. Wilt Chamberlain. That's how strong he was.
They always said he was by far the strongest person who's ever played in the NBA.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember that he lifted me up like with one arm like nothing. It was like ridiculous.
Wilt Chamberlain's playing with 4 of my freshmen, and it's game point. Magic throws the sky hook. Wilt blocks it. Magic calls game. And Wilt says, "That wasn't goaltending. That was a clean block." And Magic took the ball. He said, "Game over, next." And Wilt says, "All right, look, we're going to play a game till 12. Winner stays, and there'll be no more shots made at this basket." He blocked every shot. 43 years old. He was blocking everything. It was unbelievable.
He thought, and rightfully so, that he was the greatest basketball player ever lived.
That dude was insane, bro. thank you guys for that recommendation, man. Like I really enjoy these videos, man, because it just opened my eyes up and showed me like a whole different understanding of a lot of these players, man. Like Wilt was like, that dude was different. Like I'm just gonna be honest, man, from the strength. And one thing I like about Wilt was that he was so good that he would challenge himself and go do other things like track or like, you know what I mean? Like those type of things is just like, you know, he just that good to where he just feel like, all right, I got to challenge myself in some different way, whatever the case may be, even if it comes at the risk of possibly embarrassing myself. Like I'm still going to do it to show y'all like I'm really athlete. It's just not my size or my height that defines me, you know, and that's what's so dope about that. But thank you guys for that recommendation, man. This was a really good video. If you did enjoy this video, which I know you did, man, make sure you do me a big favor. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. I'm out this thing, gang.